Or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Count a phone and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. Go ahead, touchdown like that. Go ahead, touchdown like that. Go ahead, touchdown like that.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers.
Set to kick off.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Coleman has it here right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete.
A gain of 32 that time.
It's a gain of 32.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That is caught inside the 5.
Wilson's pass.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Owens, the ball carrier.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down, here's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check 52. Unlikely. 18. Check. Watch out.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And the Falcon first down.
Now Wilson on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check Crouch.
Now Sanders. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Falcons' 42-yard line.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He finds Dorsett, it's complete. And he gets it down to the 32.
To Philip Dorsett.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
What we got? Check.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Sanders toss left side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 33 yards that time. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Hurts fumbles it, and the Falcons grab it. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
To Tevin Coleman.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
The 24-yard line.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And this is 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He finds Coleman. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Niners 5-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Again, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
14, 49ers 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And 10.
Hurts. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete.
And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, Wilson. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Robbie Anderson.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Here's Cohen now to return.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And a Falcon first down.
They go play action with Wilson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Throwing again. Wilson. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
1st and goal.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. Flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
At the 44-yard line.
On first down, Hurts going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
First down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 7 yards, the pick up there.
Complete.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46.
Coleman, the ball carrier for it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And this is 3rd down.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jamie Gillen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
At the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On second down, it's Coleman, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward. So
don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Going for Met, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
The 49ers will line up.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
17 yards.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Here we go, here we go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down.
31-yard attempt. Tonight's final.
So time runs out. It's a